Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. Let me tell y'all something. On Monday, that video, y'all showed us so much love. And I want to say thank y'all so much. I didn't even, well, I knew it was that funny. I already knew. Yes, I did know. But it was really fun recording that video. It was like, yes, we back, bitch. We went in on everybody. And some people, you know, some of y'all some sour pussies. I mean, it's okay for us to talk about people you don't stand for, but it's not okay for us to talk about people you stand for. Like, if you don't want to watch the Scorpio show because we always talk bad about Rihanna, then don't watch, because you know what we give. You know what we're going to say. You know how it is. But other than that, I had a great time recording that video, and it was so much fun. And thank you guys for sharing it all over Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, MySpace. I need y'all to do the same thing for this video. I don't know if we're going to be all that crazy.
Yes, we are.
But,
I mean,
you know.
Each video is good.
Yeah, I'm going to need y'all to share it. Let's get 4,000 likes, just like the last video. Thank y'all.
4,000 likes and 50-something dislikes.
Well, child, they're the ones that...
Those are all the Rihanna fans.
Okay.
That's the lady who bought her album in the U.S. All 57 of them. I went there.
Yes, he did go there.
I went there.
Let's just start off with talking about the Grammy nominations, because a lot of y'all...
No, let's talk about the shade Billboard threw at Rihanna real quick. So Billboard's official Twitter page tweeted, "Did you guys know that Rihanna is the only artist in history to have 11 #1 singles with no #1 album?"
That's because they was watching the Scorpion show.
Yeah. And, you know, her fans was retweeting it like it was props that they were giving her. No, that's shade. I mean, hello. That's shade.
I mean, look, this is my thing. I'm proud of Rihanna getting nominated for Album of the Year, because Loud was one of the albums I banged out all year. Loud, 21, 4, Born This Way, Jill Scott, Let It See. I listened to Candy. I listened to a lot of albums that came out last year. Last year.
You know what? I didn't say anything bad about Rihanna's Album of the Year thing, because, like you said, Loud, I thought it was a good album. I mean, it is what it is. It was funny because the whole Beyonce thing not only getting nominated for 2 Grammys, I was so confused. This is honest to God. I was so confused that when I read that the Fame album was nominated for Best R&B Soul, I thought it was Lady Gaga's album. And I had to tweet and I asked the people on Twitter to remind me again whose album that was, because I kept saying, if it ain't Lady Gaga's, then who is that? I couldn't remember. That's how upset I was that Beyonce was only nominated for 2 Grammys. And then everybody wrote back and said it was Chris Brown. I was like, oh!
Well, see, what happened was, you know, a lot of y'all Beyonce stands are so upset that she didn't get any nominations. But just think about all the time she won Grammys when she wasn't supposed to. Now, you know, I just had to throw some shade. But, y'all, I mean, I can't really be mad at the nominations, because...
What Grammys did she win that she wasn't supposed to? But we're not going to go
there. We're not going to go there.
We're not going to go
there. We're not going to go there. Not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. But there are some good people that got nominated, like Leslie, OMG. No one never gives her the time of day, and she got nominated. Kelly Price, hello, she got nominated for a Grammy. 2, even one for Best R&B Song. Who else is in that category? Charlie Wilson. Now, I'm not even a stan for Charlie Wilson, but, you know, he got recognized. And I'm glad that the people that's making the soul in R&B are getting recognized for their music. That's why I'm so happy. And Best R&B Song, R&B Album. You know, Jill Scott is upset that she didn't get nominated, but there were a lot of other albums that didn't get nominated that were good, like Jasmine Sullivan, Chrisette Michele, Miguel. It was just so much good R&B music. Yeah, it was just, it's too hard. First of all, the Grammys done cut down from 8 to 4 from R&B. So they got rid of contemporary R&B. Beyonce is contemporary R&B. Chris Brown is contemporary R&B. Usher is contemporary R&B. They're not like regular R&B artists. So I can see why 4 didn't get nominated. But if I was Beyonce, I would have put the album under pop. There's no... 4 to me is a pop album. The music that Beyonce make is pop music to me. It's like I'm making it black enough for the white people or white enough for the black people. You know, that's what I think about her music, and that's how I think about the last album, I Am Sasha Fierce. So it's just not, she's not regular R&B to me. But I don't know why the Grammys didn't see it for her this year. They just didn't see it. And I'm not mad, you know, but I can understand why the Beyonce stands are mad.
Well, I'm upset because I think that 4 was by far Beyonce's best solo album. And for one of her best solo albums to not be nominated is like, what the heck? Like, lyrically and musically, she was really on point. And so for them to only recognize Party,
it's harder, man.
like,
it's hard.
what the heck? I think Jill Scott tweeted something about her not understanding why Love on Top wasn't nominated or whatever the case may be. I couldn't understand why Love on Top was nominated either. I mean, if all songs that should have been nominated, that one, I would have, if that song would have been nominated, just that song, I would have said, okay, fine, at least that song's nominated. But Party, mind you, I didn't even become a Party fan until I saw the Roseland DVD. I mean, Party just does not do it for me. It really doesn't. But
now, I'm disappointed that the Grammys messed it up 2 times in a row for R&B for the songs like with Alicia Keys. What's the name of that song? If you ask me, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Forgot the name of the song. Impossible and something.
You got to go.
Whatever it's called.
We don't do
that was the biggest R&B song and it didn't get nominated for a Grammy. And the biggest R&B song this year was Motivation and it didn't get nominated for Best R&B Song. Like, I'm surprised. But, you know,
I mean,
it's the
this
Grammys.
is, okay, so, you know, it was funny because I was very upset that Beyonce didn't get nominated, and so I was tweeting about it, and I was having fun with it, and I was joking about it, and I even gave Matthew Knowles his official seat on my seating roster. But then I got...
So I'm going to see what y'all talking about. Go ahead. I'm not interrupting you.
Until we get an actual studio, we don't have audiences. The only audiences we have are the ones that are at home watching us.
I know you was mad that her corny ass didn't get nominated.
Bye, Charlie. You just want me to respond to you. Anyway.
They did not see it for Beyonce.
So, you know, even though
paid the damn Grammys not to nominate her.
Somebody did something, but you know what? I'm happy for Adele because Adele really, I think if any other, if it wasn't Beyonce, I'm so happy that Adele got the nomination, and I will be an Adele stan.
Let me tell you what's going to happen.
Wait, can I say something real quick? So
I'm gonna remember that one.
What?
I'm gonna remember that.
What?
No.
So I just want to say, Beyonce girl, congratulations for your 2 nominations. I don't know if you're gonna win.
No, she's not.
She's probably not gonna win. But hey, at least you know that you still have 16 Grammys at home that you can sit back and kick your feet up and say, hi.
See, and that's my thing. This is my thing. Now, y'all are so mad, but you got people like Mariah Carey that got like 40-something nominations and only got 5 fucking Grammys.
But wait a minute.
Over 40-something nominations, only 5 Grammys.
But I'm
like, Diana Ross don't even have not one Grammy. I'm just saying,
that
like,
was then and
people
this is now.
are bitching like, I mean,
nobody's not bitching anymore. Nobody's not bitching anymore.
Yes, they still are.
Well, then, you know what? But you know what? Then that's the people that you're searching for on Twitter, because the people on my timeline, the Beyonce fans on my timeline, are not bitching about it.
People are like, well, Loud, why is Loud nominated for Album of the Year? Because the Grammy board seen that album is Album of the Year material.
Okay, well then that was
just like we can't get mad like when songs like
Are you seeing that? Are you
Huh?
seeing that in your timeline, or are you searching for stuff?
No, I'm saying everybody
let me
else
tell you
is
something.
saying.
I think a lot of people know that I follow a lot of Beyonce fans, and no Beyonce fans in my timeline are talking about that anymore.
Everybody
that was all. When was the Grammy nominations?
The other day. And
Wednesday night, and nobody's not talking about that anymore.
So nobody talking about the Grammy.
Not on my timeline.
Damn sure talking about mine. But you know, I follow like 3,500 people.
Well, then maybe you should come back.
That's what they talking about.
Because I don't see that on my timeline. I don't see that. I just, because you know why? And then if you notice, I haven't even talked about it anymore because I feel as though, look, it was then, she didn't get nominated, there's nothing I can do about it, so let it go. Like, that's how I feel about it. Just let it go.
Congratulations to Adele. She got nominated for Record of the Year.
How many did she get?
Song of the Year.
6 or 8?
Album of the Year, I believe, like maybe 5.
I thought
she got nominated for Pop Song, for Pop Album, Vocal Album. You know, she got some great nominations. But let me tell you what might happen.
What?
She's going to win Record of the Year and Song of the Year.
Oh, well, duh.
But I think Gaga might win Album of the Year. I really think that because you go up into them Grammys thinking, oh, Adele's going to win, they're going to surprise the shit out you.
Well, that's what the Grammys always does.
Gaga might go home with that. But
is Gaga deserving of it?
I think she made a great album. Like,
is she deserving of it up against 21?
both of those albums are good. If you ask me, I can listen to both of those albums
But if you
straight.
had to choose one for
If I had to choose one, oh my God, that is so hard. You know what might happen? Okay, you know what? Because I want Gaga to win, because the third time has to be the charm. She's been nominated for Album of the Year 3 years in a row. So she has to win Album of the Year, and Adele might win Best Pop Vocal Album. That's what might happen, or it could be vice versa. Gaga wins Best Pop Vocal Album, and Adele wins Album of the Year. Who knows? It's something strange is going to happen.
I think music artists, I think of all Grammys, they just want to win that Album of the Year.
Just like who the fuck was Arcade Fire? They won Album of the Year. Nobody never heard of them, and still haven't heard of them after they won.
Yeah,
you know they did.
Where did they win?
Exactly, at the Grammys this year. See?
Where was that?
In LA.
In my hotel room.
We're not talking about that one. We was just talking about that the other day.
Who's with?
Me and Tamar.
Oh, did she?
No, I brought it up, of course.
Oh, did you?
Because we was talking about the Grammys, and then I was like, yeah, because we talking about the Grammy party and the infamous scene that happened.
Which one with you and Tia?
Yeah. So I said, yeah, and I should have never told Mikkel Beyonce was there. Tamar, I should have never fucking told him that.
No, Tamar said?
No, I told her. I said I should have never told his ass that. Because then this motherfucker want to get into the party now because Beyonce was there. Bye, boy. Bye,
and guess
boy.
what? And I still got to see her.
Child. But she was like, hey, and kept it moving.
Angie said, hey, there go. Guess who I saw at the screening? Angie.
Ooh, did you talk to her?
She got. This is no lie. Her car pulled up right where me and Shamar were standing at. Mm-hmm. And so I noticed her first. And then I said, Shamar, there go Angie. So Shamar went over and said hi to her. So she got the car. I don't know if she saw me then. Oh, okay. But she got the car and she went and walked and, what's that? Because you know me, I don't speak to nobody until they speak to me first. That's just how I am. What? Mm. So anyway, I'm just saying that's how I am. So anyway, I know, call me what you want. But then we went inside, and then I'm speaking to all the Beyonce people that I know. So I'm speaking to them. So then off on the side, as we're standing there, as soon as we go in there, off on the side, Angie is standing right there on the phone. So now I turn around and I look, and she look at me, and we looking face to face, and I went just like this. Oh! No, you didn't! No, I didn't. But we did see each other. But
she
that is my girlfriend. So. That's my girlfriend. That's
and I had a dream I met her, and it was shade. But
that's still my girlfriend. And I still follow her. That's still my girlfriend. She's mad at me. I'm not mad at her.
She didn't like Run the. Did y'all really think Run the World was going to get nominated for real?
Who said that?
I'm just saying.
Now you're making up stuff because ain't no Beyonce fans say that. Did you notice how Beyonce fans jumped on us when we said we didn't like Run the World, and then after Run the World came out and did its thing, and then didn't go nowhere, and then all the Beyonce fans started saying, well, Run the World really wasn't. It was just a little, and then they all started agreeing with us. Mm-hmm. And now when the Grammy nominations came out, nobody asked how come Run the World wasn't nominated for anything. But they all want to
I need a papa. None of these niggas can fade me.
But you know what? I said it before and I said it again. Beyonce, don't worry, girlfriend, because your next album, your 5th album, when you sing that real R&B and you sing about your baby and your this, that, and the third. Did I tell you that I like her song with her and Mary J. Blige?
Yeah, it's really good. And then that's the song that I said, this is the R&B Beyonce need to go back to. And them bitches, they got me together because I didn't know. They said, well, it was Beyonce's song first. Because I noticed Beyonce had a writing credit. I said, oh, this bitch done threw her name on. But anyway, but they said it was her song first.
But you know what's so funny? Because Irreplaceable was given to Mary J. Blige.
I can't picture her singing that.
Can you imagine Mary J. Blige singing To the Left?
To the left. No, Mary. The right voice got that song.
So you know what's so funny? So then I guess Mary said, you know what, bitch, you took my song and you made it a hit. I'm gonna call you, make this one, help. I want you to help me make this one.
That song is really, really good.
It's a cute song.
And whoever produced it did a great job because they're not over singing each other.
That's what I was just about to say.
They sing so really perfect. So
and I was telling my friend, I said I would have never thought in a million years Mary J. Blige and Beyonce on the song.
Oh, I knew it was gonna happen.
But they do sound good.
Because they are good girlfriends.
You know what I would really want to hear sing? You know what I don't understand? You know what? I throw so much shade and I felt really.
You cracked your phone?
No, that's dried up paint. Is it paint on my butt? Stop looking at my butt. But anyway.
Excuse me. That was nasty.
People thought that I was throwing shade, but I wasn't throwing shade when I said that I would like to hear Beyonce sing Someone Like You. Not that Beyonce should have had Someone Like You. I just said I would like to hear her sing it. And people was like, oh, you just throwing shade. And I was like, no, I like Adele singing it. I said, but I would like to hear Beyonce sing it too. You know how Beyonce always sings somebody's song on her tours and stuff. I said, I would like to hear her sing it too. Because I like Beyonce's voice and I think Beyonce could sound good singing it. But you know, I think that Beyonce and Adele would sound good on a song together too. I could possibly see that. But it would have to be.
I don't want nobody on Adele song.
No, I said they. Well, even if it's not Adele song, it could be Beyonce song, and Beyonce.
Say. But I want Adele to get better because her voice. You know,
is she still not
surgery.
better?
She got surgery on her vocal cords because she had she got something on her vocal cords, and she was still singing with them, so that made it worse.
Yeah. Wait. So is she supposed to be performing at the Grammys?
We don't know yet.
She might be, and if she do perform at the Grammys, then that'll probably be her first comeback.
That would be great.
That would be great.
Like Adele singing at the Grammys, Beyonce dropping that baby out and then performing on the show. Oh, it's going to be hot. And
Beyonce,
she's going to be hot. Lady Gaga came out with her new music video for "Marry the Night" yesterday.
I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it.
It is 15 minutes, and I must say, during the middle of the song, I began to almost cry only because of what Vince told us, you know, about signing her and all of that, and she couldn't dance, and he hired Lorianne.
No, I don't remember that story.
You don't remember that?
No, I must have been thinking.
Girl, bye. So anyway.
I must have been thinking about Beyonce when you told me that.
So anyway.
No, I'm joking. I remember.
No, bitch. This bitch tried it. So anyway.
I remember.
The video is just so. Oh my God! It's like I understand her brain and how she thinks.
You understand Lady Gaga's brain?
No, I understand.
I was about to say.
I can understand why this bitch is crazy. Like basically, let me tell you what I think happened to sum it all up for you bitches. She got dropped by her record label. She was so mad that she started smoking shit, and she ended up being in the hospital. And she just wanted to be a star so bad that after she got out the hospital, she was just determined to do whatever she had to do to become a star. And at the end, you see it said Hollywood. Interscope Records, Hollywood, California, 4 p.m. That's what I think happened. Like it's really good. And then she was explaining why she was dressed in the rubber and all of that. I said, you know what? We always be calling that bitch crazy and all kinds of shit, but she is really, her head is really there. She's just ahead of us, and we just gotta catch up.
Well, no. Clearly, her head is there. Mm-hmm. I think the way she expresses herself is what's crazy to people.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anybody thinks she's mentally crazy, because you cannot be mentally crazy and be that successful like she is. Because clearly, Lady Gaga gets it, and she knows what she's doing, and she knows how the business runs, and she knows how it's worked, and she knows how to get ahead. So no, she's not crazy mentally. I think people just say she's crazy because the way she expresses herself and her costume. That's the crazy part.
It's really, really good.
But I gotta see it. But I can't believe 15 minutes. Who the hell she think she is? Michael Jackson?
Because she's starting out with it's a movie. It's a movie in the beginning.
Look, I'm tired of these movie videos. I just want a music video.
But it's so epic.
Are you gonna watch that 15-minute video again?
What? Yeah. I gotta talk to him later. And I gotta change that ringtone.
Isn't it amazing how someone who shades Beyonce up and down, left and right, all day, every day, would have her have her song as his ringer and as his text message thing? Or was that a text message?
"In the Time" is my favorite fucking song by Beyonce. So it's gonna be my ringtone. And I shade her as I should. And that's my girlfriend. She's still my girlfriend. So let's talk about.
Is that why she invites you to all this stuff?
Who? No, they invite you. Because they know I'm gonna tell the real tea, bitch. They knew not to invite me to that DVD signing, because I would have got on this video and said, all she did was cut clips out from the show over in Glastonbury.
You wouldn't even have to worry about them. Fans would have read you a new asshole.
And then she recorded the show. She recorded the show without the audience there.
Did you see Roseland?
No, but I seen In the Time video. And if that's how In the Time is, that's how the whole DVD is, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, well, child, buy me the DVD.
This is the thing.
You did not buy me the DVD.
This is why I say people who don't see or know things.
Mikhail was supposed to buy me the DVD. He didn't.
No, you told me to get you a signed DVD.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I said I wouldn't dare ask Beyonce to sign, and to Kevin.
And why not?
Because she looked at me and say, "You're a co-host, Kevin." I said, "Yeah, why?"
Can somebody count how many times we say Beyonce in this video? At least 100 times. He needs to stand. And how many times did I say? Never mind. So you already know.
Yeah, we already know how many times you said it.
So
you initiated it with the Grammy talk.
Let's talk about this FAMU controversy. You told me you wanted to talk about it. I really don't know too much about it.
No, because he was too busy watching Lady Gaga's 15-minute
I was too busy with my girl Tay for the past couple days.
P.S. Speaking of your girl Tay. Now, I told her this today on the phone, and I'm going to tell her again today on the video. I did not see Braxton Family Values last night because I was busy. But my timeline at a certain point of Braxton Family Values blew up because they said that Tamar threw shade at, whatever the case may be. But I think that when I spoke to Tamar today, and, she told me what was said, to me, it wasn't shady. I think she said what a lot of people were saying. But
and it wasn't even about Beyonce. It was really about Jay-Z.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. It wasn't even about Beyonce. It was about Jay-Z. But I think that people associated her with... I think the whole having kids and everything was... I think that some people need to stop over-analyzing things and actually listen to what people are saying because, sometimes when people say things... Have you ever noticed that when we say things, a lot of celebrities tend to do it a week or two later? Do you?
Because they are watching.
Remember when I said that guy was going to recant his story about Beyonce stealing people and taking credit for songwriting things?
Oh, we already knew that was going to happen because he knew he had to eat, bitch.
Okay, and remember when we said Rihanna needs to learn how to start dancing and be more on stage?
Still can dance.
But she's... And speaking of Rihanna at the Grammy nominations concert, I thought it was really cute, but you know what, Rihanna? Do me a big favor, girl, and this is all I'm going to ask. I don't have no shade to throw at you, because I thought your little performance was cute, but do me a big favor. In 2012, get a new microphone. Because I'm tired of the one you're using, because for some odd reason, I seem to hear the backing track and not you. And when I do hear you, all I hear is... What is this, a Tarzan movie? I don't know what's going on, Rihanna, but please,
I want her to take a break
microphone
and learn how to fucking dance. We Found Love is a song that should have choreography.
Yes, not this. Oh, my hair came off. Woo!
Oh, look at your hair.
I know, you see it. I know. Oh, don't look. Turn around that way.
No. How you gonna tell me not to turn around next to the see? So, anyway.
I gotta fix my wig.
Mokel, do you know about the FAMU thing?
Well, what I do know is that, because I listened to the 911 call. I listened to the 911 call today while I was at work, and it was pretty sad because they were trying their best to help that guy. Apparently, I don't know everything about FAMU, what happened, but I really want to talk about the hazing in general. Okay, so I didn't know too much about hazing this morning, so I got on Twitter, because Twitter is my #1 source for information. So I got on Twitter today and I asked my followers what was hazing. And so they all explained to me what it was. And so apparently hazing, it isn't just getting beat up or abused and things like that. Hazing, it can be a whole sorts of things. If like different groups and sororities, they use hazing as they could, tell you to put your underwear on and blindfold you and walk out of your campus just like that around the, campus or whatever the case may be. That's a part of, hazing. Or they could beat you up or do all types of things to embarrass or humiliate you. Now, this is what I don't understand. Why am I, Mikhail Quadair McClendon Carter, no relation to Jay-Z and Beyonce, my father's last name, why am I having money taken out of my paycheck every 2 weeks for taxes to go to universities where students decide that they want to do things like hazing? Shouldn't y'all be there to learn? What is the point of doing all of this? I don't understand it. If you feel as though you want to be in a sorority or in a group or an organization, and you feel it, and they feel as though you have to be humiliated, or you have to be beat up, or you have to do this, or they need to do this to you in order for you to be in this group, then guess what? You don't need to be in that group, okay? Because I'm tired of every time I turn around, I turn on the news, and every other month there's something going on at the university with kids who don't know how to act. Now, I feel very sorry for this guy who was killed or died at FAMU. I feel really bad for him. But I think this should be a lesson to all people out there who decide that they want to join sororities or group and they are asked to haze or be hazed or whatever the case may be. You need to think twice about it, because it ain't worth it. First and foremost, your parents are paying for you to go to school so you can learn. Not so you can go there and act like a plum fool, okay? I don't need and want to join a sorority that bad that you have to kick my ass, okay? I don't need to do that, okay? I don't need to be in a group that bad where you tell me that I have to walk outside in my Beyonce underwear. I don't need to do that either, because I don't want everybody to see that. I don't want that. I just don't need to be that embarrassed or humiliated. I mean, I get paid to do it on YouTube every day. So I don't need to be on somebody's campus doing that. You see what I'm saying? So I think that people who do it, because a lot of people were hitting me up and they was just like, well, you know, hazing is really deeper than what it was at FAMU. And I'm thinking, like, regardless of how deep it is, it shouldn't be done. Because you're going to school to learn, okay? If you want to make friends, fine. If you want to be in a group or sorority, fine. But you should not have to do all that stuff to be in a group or a sorority. And that's all I have to say. And the next time I find out that something like this is going on, I'm writing Uncle Sam and telling him he's not getting a dime of my money until all of this stops.
And you know he's still going to be taking your money regardless.
And I'm going to take him.
How?
No, I don't know, but I'm going to find a way. I'll hold him up in here. It ain't like y'all ain't got no room, because everybody don't seem to move the hell out. So they got a linear room up in here. And that's another reason why we don't shoot downstairs, y'all. For those of y'all asking, how come y'all don't do videos downstairs? There's nobody here anymore to interrupt us. So we just decided to move up here.
And it's better.
And it's quieter. So now y'all know why we don't record downstairs.
Well, I like the dining room. I don't understand how the scenery makes the show better when we are the show.
Well,
I
understand it. Well, no, I understand it because the scenery is a part of the show, and therefore the dining room scene gives it a whole feel of these are two people who are at home in their dining room having a conversation like we all do at home in our dining room or in our living room having a conversation. That's how the scenery makes the show. It's all.
Well, maybe I'm just.
Maybe you just didn't want to understand what they were saying. Maybe you just
maybe I'll get the green screen and make a dining room scene and use the.
No, don't do that. Just let it. Yeah, just let it be.
I'm not gonna do that. My green screen.
Change is good. Where's your green screen?
It's somewhere. My mom.
Actually, this yellow background was cute in our last video.
It's cute. This one.
It's cute too.
So,
I guess.
Love and Hip Hop.
If you like yellow.
Came on Monday. And I just want to say, Chrissy is the most insecure woman on reality TV.
Oh my God.
Your man works with beautiful women, and you can't take that. And Chrissy is a beautiful girl, but it's her insecurities that fuck shit up for her and her man. And I agree with Yandy. I wouldn't shit, if you're gonna make me money, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like, you can't get mad because she making money when she the manager. After all this time, you're going to get mad when she said, if the opportunity is right and it's going to make me money, yeah, I'm going to do it. So what the fuck you mean if it makes you money, blah, blah, blah. Why are you questioning, how, it's just making me mad.
Yeah.
She made me mad.
And then Chrissy tried to make it seem like her point was valid.
It was not valid.
It was invalid. Invalid, Chrissy. You just were talking out of your anus or out of that mold. One or the other. But something was talking, and it wasn't making sense. For you to go in on Yandy for getting up and dancing to Jim's song, Mom's song, okay, fine, you may have been upset with that. But then to turn it around and just make it all about, if she wants to manage Samaya, and if she wants to manage Cambella, what business is that of yours? Because the last time I checked, she's not even managing you. So why are you so concerned? Why are you so concerned where her money's coming from? Why are you so concerned about her bank account or her pockets? Let well enough be alone. Jim doesn't have a problem with it. Joel Santana doesn't have a problem with it. Her clients, because that's what they are. So therefore, you shouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, you're her client's girlfriend. You're nothing more, nothing less to Yandy. Yandy should have paid you dust and said, girl, shut up because you look stupid and be quiet. Because you're not even making sense.
She shouldn't even have no type of relationship with you.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, thank you. Because I was going to say that. And I said that at home. I said, why is Yandy and Chrissy even buddy-buddy? See, you know what? I told my friend, I had to teach one of my friends this. Because one of my friends, I'm not going to say his name, but I'm sure he knows who he is if he watches the videos. But one of my friends started working at a job and he became real chummy buddy with the other employees. I said, that's a no-no. It's cool to be, speak, but that whole hanging out after work stuff to me, I don't like that. Because this is what happened to him. He threw a big party, he invited a lot of people from work, he got drunk and tipsy and he started just having fun at his party. Well, the following week, people at his work people who were at the party would come back whispering and saying, oh, did you see what he was doing? I think he's gay. I think this, that, and the third. And he didn't know who was saying it because nobody would tell him who said it. And I said, this is the problem. This is why you need to learn how to separate your employees from your personal life. I told him, I said, it's no problem with being friendly with people at your job, but don't be inviting all of them to your private parties and stuff like that because now you can't even have a good time at your own events because now you have to worry about people coming back to work and talking about
He should just
He should what?
He should just know how to pick his friends at work. And
that's what I was telling him. I was telling him, you need to stop thinking that everybody at work who speaks to you is your friend. Because clearly they're not. And he had to learn it the hard way. And he called me and he was because he's not gay. And so he was so upset. And I said, I know how you are and I know who you are because I've known you for all these years. But it's unfortunate that you had these people, you invited these people to your party thinking that they were your friend, not knowing they were going to turn around and come back and do that to him.
That they thought it was so gay?
I don't know. I think he was dancing or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But he was drunk and tipsy and he was having fun at his birthday party as he should have been doing. No, I didn't go because I just didn't go. And I just didn't go. And I'm glad I didn't go. You see what I'm saying? But I just think that Yandy and Chrissy, there needs to be a separation. Yandy and Chrissy to me should not even be friends. There should not be no communication. Why are y'all friends? At all. Why are y'all hanging out with each other?
That's just like Tamar going after the other people that Vince worked for. You can't do that.
But then again, so do you think that we should be friends with Tamar?
Well, why not?
Well, because in the future, she possibly be our boss. So then, do you still be friends? Because technically, you've known Tamar before I have. And you and Tamar, even though I'm cool with Tamar, you and Tamar are much cooler and friendlier than she and I are. Not saying that we are not cool and friendly, but you and her have a better relationship because y'all have known each other longer. So, should the communication between y'all?
That's just a Scorpio and Pisces connection that we have. But
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
employer. Look, we cool. Ain't going nowhere.
Well, I mean,
but I know it's the same situation.
Because I know my limits. It's
the same situation. But with me, look, we are so cool. That is the thing.
Yeah, y'all are very cool. But in the future, that could possibly be our boss. And so therefore.
But I'm not going to be like,
well, I don't have a problem with I don't have a problem with separating myself because I already separate myself now. You notice what Gabe said to me on Twitter. How come Kel doesn't ever come on down south with you? Because I don't get invited. No. But I just said, I've already separated.
I just made up my mind that I'm going to Atlanta for MLK weekend. It is not.
Oh, that's what that was about.
Yeah,
I didn't know why he was asking that. Oh, no,
So.
Oh, this time it's not the Braxton.
No. Oh. He tried to fuck you. So anyway, I'm coming down for MLK weekend. Every gay that come to Atlanta, y'all need to go to Martin Luther King's house and stop just partying because it's not just because it's MLK weekend. It's about remembering Martin Luther King Jr.
Guess what, Kevin?
Yes.
That just went in one ear and out the other to those gays.
Because that's how they do.
The girls do that. But back to love and hip hop.
Yes, love and hip hop.
Chrissy, you know what, Chrissy? If you keep it up, you're going to have a seat on my seating chart. If you keep it up, and you don't want a seat there.
She needs it already because she's insecure.
She is very insecure, but you know what? I'm giving her another chance, just like I've been giving Nene a chance. I'm giving Chrissy another, even though Nene should have been there with that $150,000.
She's not in the Hall of Fame.
$150. I'm rich, bitch
rich,
t-shirt.
very rich.
Look like you could buy that off a stand somewhere or make it at home. $150 needed. Who do
All you do is glue on rhinestones.
you are? Okay, but anyway, back to Chrissy. Chrissy, you keep it up and you will have a seat in my seating chart. And guess what? Once you are seated, that is the end. It's permanent. There is no, can they leave the seat? No, they cannot. That is, their ass is planted there for life. Now,
what you think about Jim Jones? Like him cursing out Yandy and all
Jim Jones, this is my whole thing. Jim Jones is really in love with Chrissy. And Chrissy knows, and you know what another thing is? Chrissy, you would think that it was the other way around, but Chrissy actually has Jim Jones wrapped around her fingers. Why? Because if you notice, Chrissy gets loud and nasty with all of them, and she gets loud and nasty with Yandy. And you know why she talks like that to Yandy? Because she knows she's going to go home and tell Jim one thing, and Jim's going to believe her. And then Jim's going to turn around and curse Yandy out. And Chrissy knows this. So that's why Chrissy continues to do it. Because when Jim said that, when he was telling Yandy how Chrissy came home and told him that she disrespected her, I'm thinking like, whoa, 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 whoa. That was the other way around. Your girlfriend, I wish I was sitting there. I was talking to the TV like I was in the room. I said, no, your girlfriend disrespected her, okay, by questioning her and her money. But you know what? Like I said, Chrissy has him wrapped around her fingers, and she knows that when she says jump, he's going to say,
But that's because he's been smoking so much weed, his mind is not all the way there.
Yeah.
And I just want to say shout out to Samaya, girl, because you is trying to
She's trying.
make this come up,
She
girl.
is trying.
I'm not even going to say you won't be a star.
Because and nowadays,
It
anybody
can
be a
happen,
star.
but I just don't see it for her.
I don't see it for her either.
I can't take her seriously.
Neither can
That's
I.
one thing.
But you know what? I give her an A for effort.
She
Even though
just
that's
look
an A.
like, to me, I just think of her as a video girl. Girl, go in a video
A big one.
or do a...
No, don't
Or
say
no.
it. Don't do it.
I don't
But you know what I think? I give it up more for her and less for Olivia. Because Olivia is still sitting on this high chair where she thinks that she is a big star. Every time she talks to Samaya, she has to down talk her. Every time. Samaya came to her and wanted to say, thank you for coming to my show.
Yep.
I only came because they forced me to come.
I'm
Who
about to
do you think you are, Olivia?
No more.
I just don't understand her. She had, and then you know what? Even when she said it to Samaya, you know, Samaya kind of laughed it off and was like, regardless,
She played
you
the
didn't
shit
wanna
out
be
of
there.
Samaya.
She played the mess out of her. And Samaya said, you know, well, even if you wanted to be there, didn't want to be there, I still thank you for coming. And then she gave her a gift of shoe, and it, this is not always has my face on, but you, Olivia, this is one of the reasons why you have a seat on the seating chart. Because you think you are something that you're just not. You think you are this big star. For you to try, and you know what Samaya read her. Samaya said, you keep talking about the past of what you used to do, We're talking about now. Exactly, Olivia. Because even in the past, you still wasn't that big. Okay?
I'll take you to the candy shop.
I'll take you to the candy shop. Whoa! Wait, can you name Olivia's last hit?
I'll take you to the candy shop.
I'm just saying.
I'll let you taste the lollipop.
What year was that?
Whoa, 2005 or 6, one of them. That's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago. That's a very long time ago.
But she's a young girl.
Yeah.
Isn't she?
Well, she had the mindset of a young girl because as a woman, you would think that she would want to squash the beef with Samaya, or you would think that she would act like a woman when Samaya came to her as a woman and said, look, I want to thank you for coming. Even though I know me and you don't get along, I still want to thank you for coming. I want to extend my hand out to you. She brushed her off and said, oh, well, I really didn't even want to be
Well,
there.
maybe she was mad because she got that $500,000 deal. With that man. But I want to know, Smile, what you was doing with that man for him to invest that much money in you? Like, I still don't know. I don't know Samaya Reese. I don't know her. Who is the real Samaya Reese at my Jackie voice? I want to know the real you. But let's put that on the table.
Let's put all that on the table, okay?
I don't know her.
Because you said that she's told you that she was talking.
Wait,
Jackie.
when Doug came out on that stage,
Jackie.
he was screaming, "How you doing?" And it is a cover up between them two. You cannot tell me that he is in love with Jackie.
Jackie is
Wacky.
wacky. Jackie is wacky.
She, oh my God, she just kept telling all those lies from the favorite tell of bullshit chapter she got in her book. I'm done. I'm done with Basketball Wives LA. I mean, the only thing that can make the show better is getting rid of Jackie and putting 2 new people on the show that's going to cause drama. Because all of y'all got friendship going on.
That ain't hot. In my Tamar voice, that ain't hot. That ain't hot.
So we're going to be seeing them at charity events, and I mean, it would be good to see that, but then again, never mind. I'm not going to go there.
Anyway,
Speaking of Baseball Wives,
fuck no. You know why I wouldn't watch Baseball Wives? Because I don't know a baseball player. So why the fuck would I watch Baseball Wives?
Bring back Mob Wives,
It's
please.
coming on.
Oh, I
The
know.
new
I've seen the
season.
commercial.
Ooh, I can't.
January 1st. Somebody told VH1 they moms would just eliminate Baseball Wives and give Kevin and McHale their show, and I fucking agree with that.
Yeah,
I mean, you wasting tape. Put us on there.
Baseball Wives. Can you just imagine the ratings and the money that the two of us would be bringing to the network?
Yes. I already tweeted Bravo. I want y'all to bring us to the penthouse with me, McKell, and Andy. And you know, if you get the drinks in me and put a couple drinks in him, it's gonna be fun.
No,
you know, he don't drink, but so what? That would make him fun to you.
I can't drink on camera.
I can.
I don't
The
care.
funniest watch what happened live was Jack K and Regina King. I want to top that episode. Did you see that?
I heard about it.
They went in, they was talking about shit.
Regina King was drunk.
And they was drunk. They both were. But Jackie was drunk enough to still, you know, pull it in, pull Regina in. Like,
she knows. She's hanging on by a thread.
She's old enough to.
She's hanging on by a thread in Hollywood. And Jackie, we will send your ass back to 227. Okay? Somebody will tell her in a minute, you're not that hot in Hollywood. We talking about people, okay? Because you and Kai are in the same corner.
Oh my God. She was talking about me in another blog. Y'all keep wanting me to talk about that.
Kaya is still talking about you!
The Sagittarius King. I'm glad to see y'all move to a new set. It's real cute.
Well, you know what? Well, how about this? Since Kai don't never had nothing bad to say about me. Hey, girl.
Yes. She wants to come on and talk about Mama Scorpion should have made some Thanksgiving dinner for me because I knew that house was thick or something. She said, but Kaya, look, girl.
No, you know what would be epic?
What?
Is having her on the Scorpion show.
Hey.
That would be price fucking.
And I'm coming to Atlanta MLK weekend, but I don't want her to come on the show. If she wants to come on the show, she has to invite me to come on my show. Invite herself to come on my show. Ask me, can you come on? That's what I'm
Kaya, let me tell you something. The beef is between you and Kevin, not you and me.
And that would be high.
More than welcome to come on.
And her album didn't come out yet.
Kaya,
she going in on people.
You know, I think if Kaya came on our show, it would probably be the highest rated video. Mm-hmm. It would be very high because people already know that there's beef between y'all two. Let me just ask you this because I think this is epic. 10 years ago, when My Neck and My Back came out, did you ever think that 10 years later you would have a beef with her?
No. Because I was busy singing her song.
Isn't that funny how the world works? 10 years ago, you were a fan of hers and you never would have thought. Wow. And now she not only knows who you are, but she constantly is throwing shit.
Like, she threw shit. That's all that girl is good for, I guess. Shit. I'm done.
Well,
we gave her enough shine.
Well, she can come on this show and sing My Neck, My Back to me. My neck, my neck.
If Kaya sit on your lap, you let her sit on your lap?
If it's going to boost the ratings, yeah.
Ooh.
Because more ratings mean more money.
Goodbye. What else we had on here? X Factor. Did you watch it?
You know I don't watch that shit. Oh, I look like Leroy Brown, don't I? I do look like him today. What's his name on X Factor? Leroy what? Jones?
Bell?
Whatever. I look like him.
Yeah, you old enough to look like him.
Your mother.
And you look old enough.
Your mother. Oh, no. Before we talk about X Factor, let's get to Eddie Malone and his wife, Vanessa.
I forgot about that fast. We were just talking about
now. So last year, I'm sure some of you already seen, if you've been following us for the past 3 or 4 years, I'm sure you guys have seen Kevin and I 2 or 3 videos where we talked about the whole Eddie Malone case, starting back last year when it first came out.
Yeah.
So, you know, Kevin and I did this one video where we just was like going in and everything, and it was a really good video, I must admit. Why? Because I was in it. But it was a really good video. So, throughout this past year, people who believed that Eddie Long did what he did to those little boys said, how can his wife still stay with him after all this evidence and, you know, all this stuff has come out against him? So, to our surprise and to our joy, this morning the internet was abuzz, and the websites, MSNBC, CNN, Fox, everybody was just talking about how Eddie Long's wife had filed for divorce. Now, there were people shouting to the heavens because they were saying, thank God, it's about time this woman came to her senses. Like, oh my God, what took her so long? But whatever the case, I'm glad she's finally done it. Mm-hmm. Well, I think this all happened probably around like 9, 10 o'clock this morning. Don't you know, by 1 something this afternoon, she said, you know what? Changed my mind. The media made me do it, and I don't want to divorce my husband no more.
That's a bunch of bullshit. And, you know, you should not stay with someone if you're not happy with the situation. And you can't blame the media for how you feel in your heart about you wanting to leave your husband. What your husband did was wrong. He lied and you stayed, which is your choice. And you can't release a statement saying that, you know, you wanted to get a divorce and now, oh, you don't want to get a divorce no more. How much did Eddie pay you to retract that motherfucking statement? That's what I want to know.
Can I do something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a heart-to-heart with her?
Yes, you.
No, I feel as though, bring it back. You know what? No, don't bring it too far back. Right there. You know what, Vanessa? I'm going to have a heart-to-heart with you. But instead of you coming to me, I'm going to come to you. Dear Vanessa Long, I commend you for being a child of God. I really do. But when you decide that you want to file for divorce from your husband, who is a known child freak, or whatever you want to call it, when you decide that you want to file for divorce from him, and then 2 or 3 hours later say, oops, changed my mind, I decided not to. This is what happens to people like you. Me, Mikkel, you see me? I'm cute, right? I'm cute. Me, Mikkel, I point you to the nearest seat on my seating chart. And guess what, Vanessa Long? You earned and deserved it. I set you there. I set you in the back behind everybody, girl. Yes, I did. I was going to seat you in one of those back pews at New Birth, but I said, because you'll still be in the room with Eddie. So I decided to seat you and Eddie on my seating chart. No, y'all ain't sitting together. No. I set him a few rows before you, ahead of you, girl. Because you know what, Vanessa? You are you know what? I don't want to talk bad about you because I really don't know you like that, girl. And I may run into you in the street one day, and I might kiki with you one of these days. I've really made kiki with you because, you know, you're cute. You know, you're a pretty older woman. But Vanessa, girl. That's all I got to say.
And let the church say, Amen. I didn't ask for all of that. It's amen. 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 That's all I'm giving y'all. X Factor, y'all. Marcus is not getting eliminated from this competition. He will be in the final 2 with Melanie Amaro in the finals.
Oh, so Astro's going home.
Huh?
Astro's going home where he's already going home.
Astro got eliminated yesterday.
Did he really?
Yes, he did. I was so happy.
Astro should have known that was coming.
Oh yeah, after he showed his ass, you showed your ass, and I saw the real you. Thank God you blew it. I thank God I dodged the bullet. I'm so over you, so baby, good looking now. I wanted you bad. I'm so through with that. Cause honestly, you turned out to be the best thing I never had.
You turned out to be the...
And I will always be the... Ooh yeah.
Just when
It's
Beyonce's doing her
to
thing.
be you right
Just when Beyonce's doing her
now.
Here comes
I
Scary.
know you want me bad. I know it's done that. I got face the facts. God knows it would take another place, another life, some other way, some other time. Thank God I found the good and goodbye. You know I want you so bad. I'm so through with that. Cause honestly, you turned out to be the...
Oh, look at that hair right there.
You turned out to be the...
Oh, it won't sit down. Oh, there it is.
Best thing I never had. There we go.
You turned out to be the...
Yes, and I'll always be the...
Astro. I can see your ass going home today.
Oh, that's the shade of her. He's getting signed with Jay-Z. Like I said, what happened?
Well, I said he was going to get signed with
Yeah,
LA.
or Kanye.
Well, we both said that
Yeah,
he was going to get signed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he got signed.
But his ego got to change.
No, it don't.
You can't be 14.
No, it don't. You know why it's not going to change? Because now that he's signed with Jay-Z, you know what's going to happen? Jay-Z going to have him up under Kanye West's wing, and Kanye West
got a big ego.
the biggest asshole
Such a huge
in music.
ego. He gonna go. And if Kanye don't win those 6 Grammys that he's nominated for, he's gonna go off and read the music industry. He's gonna do all that.
Oh, he's going to do all that. Child, can you just imagine if somebody likes, I don't know, but in, yeah, I don't know, no shade, because I'm done with throwing shade.
So, you guys, I want to say thank y'all for watching the Scorpion Show. And y'all know today is First Friday, but I don't know if I'm going out. But then again, y'all know I'm going to be going out. I want to give a happy birthday to Jay-Z, whose birthday is on Sunday, December 4th. So, happy birthday to Hove. And if you missed tonight, Beyonce is going to be on primetime with Katie Couric. If you miss it, it'll be on YouTube somewhere. We just wanted to remind you guys.
Don't forget, Monday night at 9 p.m. on VH1, Tiny and T.I.'s new reality.
Yes! I cannot wait. Make sure y'all DVR that. Because you know it's going to be country.
Whoa! I was praise breaking and everything when I found that out.
You want to know what I want to know? Is Tiny going to have subtitles this time?
You know what? 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 You know fucking what? Do you know what? See, you know what? You know what? See, because I know Tiny is Tamar's good girlfriend. But, because this is a big butt. This is a really big butt. And Tamar, I don't mean no harm if you watch this. I really don't, because I know she's your good girlfriend. But, Tiny, she seems like she's a real nice person and real cute. She just seems like she's real nice and real, like I would like her. But Tiny, I don't understand what she is talking about when she talks. Because her accent is so strong.
She needs subtitles.
It is so strong. It is so... And you know what? People always think that I'm trying to be smart to people down south. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. Y'all say that us people up north have accents. That's fine. But we don't talk... I don't know. We don't talk like that. We don't talk like that. And I'm not saying that everybody down south does. Okay? So I don't want y'all people from down south getting mad at me. I'm not saying all y'all do. But I'm just saying Tiny is one of those people that you have to know her to love her. And I don't know her. So therefore I don't love her. Okay? You gotta know her to love her, and I don't know her. So therefore I don't love her. And what that means is, no. Basically what that's saying is, you have to know her to understand her. I don't know her, so I don't understand her. I have to really look, I have to listen to T.I.'s response to know what she asked.
But we'll find out on Sunday, Monday, what's going on.
Yeah, we'll find out. Because something's, you know what it is?
What?
You know I got a new Vizio. And so what I'm going to do is, every time that show comes on, I'm going to turn the subtitles on. Because I need to know what's going on that show. And I have a feeling that with her and Toya's family in the room together would give me a major headache.
Something tells me we're going to see more T.I. than Tiny on this show.
I love T.I.
Yeah, he's real
I
cool.
was watching him today on Wendy Williams, and T.I., the way he talks very, like, he talks like he has sense and like he's really smart and intelligent. But he also talks like a Southern Baptist preacher to me. Like, if you really stop and listen to him, he just talks. T.I. to me talks like if he was to really go off on talking, he would be preaching. And
I just don't want him to F it up no more. Like,
no, I don't want to.
I really,
because he's
him and his wife, get that shit together. Y'all got too many kids to be fucking up. Y'all can't do that.
And I can honestly say that they really, to me, look like a good couple, and they seem like they make each other really happy. I was so. Did you see the clip, the bonus clip that they showed? You didn't see Wendy's to that. Well, he was playing chef to her. And he was her chef, and he was cooking all the stuff for her in the kitchen, and he told her
T.I.?
and he told her to go in the room and do whatever, like just go relax while he was cooking. And she was like, "Oh, you look fine. That's a fine chef." And I was like, "Yeah, he do look good." But T.I. gained some weight too, but he looked really nice. Then she went in the bedroom, and he had all these different gifts lined up for her, and it was like all these gift boxes from different clothes and shoes and stuff.
Have whatever you like.
I said, if that ain't what I'm talking about, then I don't know what. I would love to come home and have somebody tell me, "Baby, go in the room and relax." And then I go in the room and there's all this stuff in there waiting for me. And he just got out of jail and can afford all this stuff.
It's called saving.
That's gonna be my new guilty pleasure.
What? T.I. and Tiny. I mean, yeah, T.I. and Tiny.
Because I told you every time T.I. showed his reality show used to come on, I used to always cry.
Oh, the one when he
Was mentoring the kids, yeah, they used to always cry. Because I used to always say, you know, T.I., if he wasn't in so much trouble, he could be really, well, I guess, you know, he was just teaching them, like, I think he was the perfect person to have that show. Because he was actually experienced that. And so he was trying to let them know. But I really liked that show that he did when he was trying to mentor those guys. And every episode I was always crying at the end.
I hope they bring it back.
I hope they do too. What was it called again?
I don't remember, but
I don't
it was Road to Redemption.
Yeah, that's
Road to Redemption. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
So, we about to get up out of here. We'll be back on Monday, December 5th. I need y'all to do us a favor though.
Which, by the way, I think it's either the 15th or the 5th.
What?
But I think it's Walt Disney's birthday.
Oh, I don't know.
Walt Disney either died on December 5th and was born on the 15th, or he was born on the 5th and died on the 15th.
I don't know if Sagittarius is like that, so.
But you know, I know stuff like that.
Well, y'all know Mikkel's birthday coming up.
Yeah.
It's in 2 weeks.
On December 12th. I share a birthday with Frank Sinatra and Bob Barker from The Price is Right. Jamie Foxx's birthday is also the day before mine. Who else shares a birthday with me? I don't know.
The subscribers. Whose birthday is 12/12 this year? That's Mikkel's birthday. It's going to be his 29th birthday.
You tried to bitch. It's actually going to be my 22nd birthday. I know. I look older for my years. But it's alright, It's going to be my 22nd birthday. I'm having a party. No, I'm not having a party. I'm going to just...
You should have a party.
No, I shouldn't have a party. I don't want to throw a party. You had a party and I had
fun. It's your 25th birthday. What do you want to do?
Excuse me, no it's not. It's my 22nd birthday.
You need to go all out. You should have went all out for your birthday.
No, I should not.
You working on that day?
Working on my birthday?
Yes.
What do I look like?
I know you better be.
First of all, do I look like I work on my birthday? Wait, here or at work?
Both work.
Hell no. Why would I want to see your house on my birthday?
On that note, he got to go. Goodbye.
Oh, you really? Oh, okay.
Goodbye.